So we're standing in the middle of the construction site in a way. This is like a week before the show is about to open, and we're in one of the major installations. I think there's 5 large-scale installations in this show, and it's amazing to be able to bring them all together in this exhibition. This piece is called Behold, and I think it's a really nice opportunity to talk about what goes through your mind when you're trying to compose something like this, because I actually have realized when we've been installing the last few days that it is a composition. It's not about simply installing a series of elements. The whole framework in terms of the physical space makes such an impact on how you might read this work. So I'll ask you about that in a minute, but of course the first thing that one looks at is what are these elements, what are the materials? And again, I know that it can be very easy to read your work in relation to the material because it's so sometimes compelling, and there, exactly, it has its own integrity. So here, as I understand it, this hair is all taken from a kind of a pilgrimage or a ritual where hair is shorn from pilgrims as a kind of moment of ritual or sacrifice. And then you've used all of this hair. But as I was reading about it, I mean, what seems to be so interesting again is how this hair is then reused. So of course you reuse it, but there's a series of circulations that sort of conflict between this idea of the secular and the profane, the modern and the traditional. And I was fascinated to understand that the hair itself is now often sold on for hair extensions because the quality of it's so beautiful, or keratin is extracted for hair products, within the beauty industry. So this very contemporary kind of consumer culture suddenly operates as part of what happens with this hair. But then again, a third sort of element, which I understand sort of is one of those connoted with the bumpers, is that the hair is then again, what's left of it, reused as a kind of talisman that people used to wrap around the bumpers of cars. So as transformation.
Talisman against accidents.
Okay, so again, this total idea of the urban reality.
No, a strange contradiction of somebody who is created a man-made object that is a vehicle, and you are in control of it, but you feel so vulnerable that you have to resort to putting a talisman on the bumper of your car to ward off an accident. There's a strange sort of vulnerability even in that in our life, in a way, in the way we live, and the contradictions within it.